Now, I know what some of y'all could be saying, like, they think it's possible, but if you really think about it, it's like unknown the direction or the route that the Boruto writers are taking. For those of y'all who honestly really believe that we would get an opportunity where young Boruto would meet young Naruto canon-wise, it went over a whole lot of people's heads, and it would maybe like was just like a thought for like a what if or one of those things. But it's like they're just doing a whole lot of crazy stuff this arc. What are the effects that Boruto and Sasuke are causing in this timeline? Is it something that like it's originally happened? Like this is something that has to go down for the basis of the original OG Naruto series to continue the way it's continued. Maybe this is something that Jiraiya has encountered adult Sasuke and Naruto's kid before, which is why he died with many regrets, but with the faith knowing that Naruto's gonna complete his goal. Like at the end of the day, Jiraiya died with a smile on his face. You got to remember that. So it could be because of the fact that he was able to encounter adult Sasuke and Naruto's his very student son along the way without Naruto even realizing. Maybe it's possible Naruto's been placed under some type of genjutsu where he forgot the encounter as a kid. There's a whole lot of things we could talk about, but then there's also the chronological order of whatever is going down in the manga. They're gonna have to somehow find a way to implement all of these aspects and fit it into the manga storyline or just blend it into the manga storyline to the point where not everything seems so off. The anime obviously is doing its own thing compared to what the manga is doing based on telling Boruto's story from start to finish, but anime can't do anything that's too drastic that'll completely change like something that has already happened in the manga. Like that just cannot happen unless they just really don't care, but that's not the case. One of the things I want to think about them possibly causing is time paradox, because we also know that based off the beginning of this arc, Katasuke the turtle was able to tell Boruto and Sasuke, you know, some of the rules that happens with time travel. Like a generalization, he wasn't able to tell them everything. I feel like Sasuke and Boruto, well, especially Sasuke, was more shocked by the fact that they were blasted in the past in the first place. But Boruto, the verse is not going with the whole multiverse theory where you can affect the timeline, create an alternate timeline, but everything you do does not affect your original timeline. So like they're going with the time paradox theory where whatever you do will affect your timeline and can change the future drastically. There's so many things that has happened, especially within the last episode. One being Jiraiya finding out basically that is adult Sasuke, and possibly even finding out that that's Naruto's kid that Jiraiya has training with Naruto. Say Sakura possibly finding a letter from her future daughter Sarada to Sasuke, and there's so many hints inside the letter. You got to rewatch that Sarada's little whole letter monologue part that Sasuke read, and it has a whole lot of obvious giveaways in the letter. Sakura's like, she's dumbfounded for love at this point. Let's not lie. Yeah, she's in her useless stage, but she's not a complete idiot. Like, let's be honest. She could put two and two together. Her name is not nowhere near mentioned in the letter, but Sarada's name mentioned in the letter. Obviously, the letter is directed towards Sasuke. Kakashi Sensei's name is mentioned in the letter, and even Boruto's name is mentioned in the letter. Now, Sakura, what she can do is put two and two together. She's come across Boruto a number of times, so she should be familiar with the fact that Boruto's the guy that Naruto has been, that traveling performer Naruto's been accompanying all this time. Honestly, don't know how she should be like, but it's gonna be interesting way to see how everything goes down. I don't really see this arc dragging on too long as much as a lot of people think it probably can go on. I don't really see how they're gonna go this route unless they completely fuck everything up and then they have to completely fix everything. I don't see no other way, because Sasuke has really possibly caused a crazy time paradox in the Boruto timeline. Now, that's really what I can be believing, or that can just be the case where all of this events that are going down are necessary for, you know, basically everything that happened in the Naruto verse. Basically, adult Sasuke and Boruto traveling back in time, running into Jiraiya, having Jiraiya figure out everything, possibly running into Sakura, who knows what's going down, helping Naruto train. All of this is necessary for, you know, Naruto to eventually come across Sasuke, and then the fourth great ninja war to go down, Kaguya to come down onto Earth. There's a whole lot of possibilities where all of this stuff is maybe necessary, and then there's a whole lot of possibility where it's just not, and they're just going off the bag. I honestly don't see how they can build off of this, but a whole lot of the things that are relating to Jiraiya are very well tying into a character from the manga. Watch my manga only videos, you know, Kashin Koji has been closely like compared to Jiraiya for like the last damn near 2 years now. And what the anime is doing is kind of like what the manga has been doing. When they first introduced Kasha and Koji, they was playing with this. You saw all the face similarities. Okay, time goes by, we see him do the Tojutsu, then we see him do a Rasengan, and we see the little marks on his eyes, and he's just doing all of these crazy things that's just like reminding us of Jiraiya, and it's like, okay, all right, I see. Now we get adult Sasuke and Boruto traveling back in time. Now Sasuke is already fucked up not just once but twice with both Jiraiya and Sakura. Now, could Jiraiya finding out that this is the adult version of Sasuke, him putting the pieces together about how nice he is to Naruto in the first place, and obviously overhearing their story, because that whole lunchbox scheme was a setup just to see what Sasuke was saying to Naruto, and he fell right into Jiraiya's hands. Honestly, Jiraiya is the GOAT for that. But still seeing all of these things, the way how each of them play out, do they all play a part somehow, or do they connect somehow with the two characters of Jiraiya and Kasha and Koji, with Jiraiya finding out all of this and witnessing all of these futuristic things? Now, I'm not saying Jiraiya hands down is Kasha and Koji, just the age resemblance just does not look right. I feel like Kasha Koji, if he is indeed Jiraiya himself, he should look a little bit more older, you know what I'm saying? But then again, who am I to argue with anime logic? It's your boy Black Uchiha 3. Do y'all really think Boruto has caused the time paradox in his timeline, or these are all necessary events that are going down? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. It's your boy Black Uchiha, long face, skinny body, got another gram, still working on that part. Holla at your boy. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out.